Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're really digging into some key health insights from the latest science.
That's right.
We've got 7 tips that, well, surprisingly often get missed, even by doctors. Think of this as your shortcut to some, frankly, mind-blowing facts for better well-being.
And these aren't just minor points. We're talking about insights that really challenge some conventional thinking about health. It's fascinating how impactful they can be.
Okay, let's jump right in then. First up, loneliness. Our sources are saying it's a massive stressor, actually equivalent to smoking 15 cigarettes a day.
Wow.
Yeah, keeps cortisol high, drives inflammation. 15 cigarettes. That's genuinely startling. What's happening biologically there?
It's pretty incredible, right? Loneliness isn't just, feeling sad. It's a physical threat. It bumps up your risk for heart disease, stroke, high blood pressure significantly.
Okay.
But it gets deeper. The research shows it can actually switch off certain immune genes, so you become more vulnerable to things like cancer, even viruses. It really just hammers home that we're social animals. We're wired for connection.
So for you listening, the actionable thing here is maybe cultivate at least 3 good, uplifting relationships.
Exactly. And volunteering is another one. Helping others, it's actually therapeutic.
Good point. Okay, moving on. Let's talk sleep, or rather, the lack of it.
Yes, sleep. Always crucial.
The stat here is pretty stark. Less than 5 hours a night increases your risk of early death by a shocking 30%.
30%. And that's not all. Lacked sleep also makes you 2 or 3 times more likely to gain weight.
Right.
You get those unhealthy food cravings, your diabetes risk goes up, and there's recent stuff about accelerated brain aging too. It messes with DNA repair, hormone regulation.
So it's not just feeling tired. It fundamentally affects your body's maintenance systems.
Precisely.
The message seems pretty clear then. Aim for at least 7 hours. Make it a priority.
Definitely.
Okay, next insight. This one's a bit sneaky. Refined sugar. And not just the obvious stuff.
No, it's the hidden forms, right?
Exactly. Things like maltodextrin, modified food starch, even wheat flour and rice flour are acting like sugar in the body.
And these are major drivers for things like fatty liver, obesity, even Alzheimer's, apparently. They just speed up aging and inflammation. There are actually tools now, like apps, that can help you spot these. You scan a barcode.
Oh, like Yuka or Open Food Facts?
Yeah, those kinds of things. Imagine scanning, say, a yogurt and finding 19 grams of sugar you didn't expect. Or a Pop-Tart with 39 grams of starch. Even hot dogs can have hidden corn syrup.
Wow. So the takeaway, maybe consider a low-carb ketogenic approach.
That's what the sources suggest. Cutting those carbs way down forces your body to burn fat instead, which can really counter those hidden sugar effects. It's a big shift, but powerful.
Okay. And sticking with hidden dangers, industrial seed oils, the stuff used for frying almost everywhere.
Yes, vegetable oils, canola, soybean.
What's the problem with those?
Well, they're unsaturated fats, which sounds okay, but they're incredibly unstable. Heat, light, oxygen, they damage them easily.
So even if they last on the shelf?
Right, their stability is deceptive. Inside your body, they accumulate over time. Our sources basically call them a slow poison, driving inflammation.
Like leaving milk out looks okay for a bit, but it's already going bad inside.
That's a good analogy, yeah. So the advice is simple. Cook with stable, healthy fats. Extra virgin olive oil, grass-fed butter, tallow, lard, the traditional stuff.
Makes sense. Okay, number 5, visceral fat. This is the internal fat, right, around the organs.
Exactly. And it's a really strong predictor of lifespan and health issues. You often see it as belly fat.
And the implications are quite serious.
Very strong links to liver fat, heart disease, and worryingly, we're even seeing it in kids now as young as 4.
4 years old, wow.
And here's the kicker. No drug gets rid of it. It's a metabolic problem that needs a lifestyle fix.
So the action plan. Intermittent fasting plus cutting carbs and sugars.
That's the combination. Low carb or keto again, boosted by periods of fasting. It seems particularly good at targeting that visceral fat.
Okay, number 6. This one surprised me a bit. Constant eating or snacking. Not just what you eat, but when.
Yes. It's not only about avoiding junk food, though that helps. It's the frequency.
Why is that so bad?
Because constantly eating, constantly spiking insulin shuts down your body's natural cleanup process. It's called autophagy.
Autophagy, that's the cell recycling thing.
Exactly. It clears out old, damaged cells. If you're always eating, that process never really kicks in properly. So you age faster and you accumulate basically dirty, damaged tissue, as one source put it.
So the tip is deceptively simple. Just eat when you're actually hungry. Stop the snacking.
Pretty much. Listen to your body's signals.
All right, last one. Number 7, key nutrient deficiencies. Things we might be missing.
Yeah, 3 big ones often get overlooked. First, magnesium.
Symptoms.
High blood pressure, heart arrhythmias, muscle cramps, things like that. Leafy greens, pumpkin seeds are good sources, or a magnesium glycinate supplement.
Exactly.
Vitamin D. The deficiency rates are staggering, like 40 to 90% of people.
40 to 90. That's huge.
It is, and it's linked to early death risk, inflammation, even depression. The recommendation is often pretty high, at least 10,000 IUs of D3 daily.
Okay, D3. And the third one?
Choline. Really important for liver health and brain function. Lack of it can lead to fatty liver, memory issues.
And how much do we need? Where do we get it?
You need around 550 milligrams a day. Best sources. Egg yolks and liver are packed with it. So the overall point is be proactive about checking these specific nutrients.
Got it. So we've covered a lot today. Loneliness, sleep, hidden sugars, bad oils, visceral fat, constant eating, nutrient gaps. It's quite a range.
It really highlights how interconnected everything is, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
So maybe a final thought for everyone listening. If these 7 things are so crucial, what does that tell you about how your body works as a whole system? And how might this shift the way you think about your everyday choices, maybe seeing them less in isolation?
That's a great question to ponder. How do these pieces fit together in your life? Something to definitely explore further.